everyone. This is Kathy with Kathy's Kitchen. Tonight I am making shaved ribeye, steak sandwich, and French fries. I'm putting green peppers and onions in my ribeye steak, and that's our meal. Okay, first thing I want to tell you, if you haven't ever done French fries, you want to get yourself a large pan like I have here. Do about halfway with the oil up the pan. Make sure you always have a kitchen thermometer for meats and just to check your oil levels, oil temperature that is. And how you want to do it, you don't want to put it down at the bottom. Try to find a midway in the middle of the grease and put your thermometer there and let it read the temperature. Okay, so we're there. Okay, temperature for French fries is 350 degrees. Now you're going to hear some sizzles here. All right, we're going to let that cook. While we're doing that, I've already got my pan heating up. I put my olive oil, about 1 tablespoon, just to put some underneath my vegetables so they don't burn. So I'm going to put my onions. I use a whole medium onion. I prefer the sweet onions because I think they are the best. And then I have an array of peppers. And I just put them in there and let them steam for a minute. Now, if you put all this stuff together, I pay $6 for the ribeye at Walmart. It's in the meat section, in case you would like to know. And I also buy a pack of the French fries from Walmart in the freezer section. And they run around $4 a pack. So we're at about $10. Peppers and onions, I kind of buy them in bulk. So I'm going to say about $1's worth of peppers and onions. So altogether we've got about $11 for this meal here. Now you do have to add in your bread. I did forget that. You can buy the long roll at the Walmart, also for $1 under the deli section. But what we use hot dog rolls, or you can buy a bag of steak rolls. But we like the hot dog rolls. It's all in your preference. Anyway, with that cost, I want to say it was about almost $3. So $11, $15 for steak and cheese. And then you got to add in the provolone. So it gets up there. But I tell you what, this is shaved ribeye, and as far as steak and cheese are concerned, they are the best. And like I said, you can get that at your meat section. I know at Walmart. However, I do not, I have had to go and get it in the freezer section at some stores. What I do is I just chop it up, try to make it into smaller pieces while it's steaming a little bit. Really get a good steam going. Don't really want to mess with our French fries too much because you don't want to break them up. I mean, you will have to stir them occasionally just so they don't cook all in one ball. Wondering what I have back here? My grandson doesn't like a lot of peppers and onions in his steak and cheese, so I make his separately because I like the vegetables in my steak and cheese. Just want to kind of push them around just to ensure even cooking a little bit. You don't have to be aggressive about it. For one thing, the grease will go everywhere. You want to be somewhat gentle about it. Now this, chopping in a pan, you want to be aggressive. Alright, that's getting a good steam on it. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. And it's just, everything starts turning like a translucent, except for the peppers. You can tell with the peppers just because they start getting softer. But they're ready for the steak now. You want a little bit of body to your vegetables. Because I like to actually have the taste of the vegetable, see and eat the vegetable in the sandwich. But that's your preference. Again, you can fry it up all nice and well done. If that is your preference, it just means it's cook your vegetables a little bit longer before you meat. All right, now I'm going to put my, they do not want you to get in that package. Okay, I'm going to separate some because, like I said, Brentley, he doesn't like onions in his. So I just make him a steak sandwich. It has a little bit in it because he does need some vegetables. Then I just take the rest and put it right in here. Now, this will feed. If you use hot dog rolls, I actually end up having some leftovers, enough for about 2 or 3 for like lunches, and I just pack them in little bags and put them in a large freezer bag, just so, and label them, and just during the lunch, as long as I got all the fixings with it, I'll just pop it in the microwave, thaw it out, and heat it up. Takes no time at all. About a minute for thawing out, and then probably about another minute to a minute and a half to heat up. Now you kind of want to stop in between, check the situation out, because you don't know what the temperature of your microwave is. Remember, wash your hands constantly, people. Do not want to spread germs in your household, and plus it keeps your body happy and healthy. Then I got my meat in there. I'm going to just start chopping a little bit, start getting that meat and vegetables incorporated. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper too to all this. Now I got my meat in there. And you're kind of just folding over and chopping. Folding over and chopping. That's all you're doing. Folding over and chopping. That's all you were doing. And as those vegetables do cook up, they'll break up even better. Right now, I'm just trying to get them in smaller pieces, so you constantly want to chop it. You don't want to just leave it sit. And all together, getting this together, it took me maybe 10 minutes to get everything together for my peppers and onions. And getting my oil on. Turn this down a little bit. All right, cook it up good. You just want to keep until it's well blended. And the pieces are chopped up small enough for you. I like to, like I said, I like to actually see my vegetables, but I don't want to choke on one either. When you start seeing it turn to that light brown, turn your heat down to a low, because you don't want it to cook up so fast. And I just put it in a pile, let it steam for a few minutes. Come over here and do the other pan. Plus you want to break that meat up. Chop that meat up. Even if you don't put vegetables in it, you want to chop your meat up. Around and start chopping just a little bit more on it. Okay, and it looks like it's done. I'm going to turn it down low. If you see any peppers that you haven't actually chopped up good enough yet, you want to go ahead and get those chopped up, because it's pretty much done its cooking. Took no time whatsoever. Check my French fries. Now you want to cook your French fries until they're golden brown. Remember, make sure your oil is 350 degrees. You do not turn oil on and walk away from it. You have to be present if you're going to turn your oil on. Even though it takes a little time to heat up, that little time is faster than you think when you're not at your burner. And if it gets too hot, it will catch a fire. So make sure you monitor your oil. Believe me, my husband caught our kitchen on fire when I was trying to cook French fries. Actually. Alright, I'm going to turn his down low. It's pretty much done. French fries, I like crispy French fries, so I'm going to let it cook for a little bit longer. Now, I want to go ahead and get my buns toasting. In the oven. I just put mine on a piece of aluminum foil, and you'll see why when I'm done. Everything's done. I'm just going to turn it down low. Let it sit there and simmer. Got broil going. I'm going to make 4 of them. One for me, one for my grandson, because that's all he'll eat. And then 2 for my husband. The reason why I like, for one thing, it's easier to handle. And secondly, it's not all that bread. You don't have all that bread. Anyway, I just take it, open them up, put them on my aluminum foil, pop them in. I have them on the top part of my broiler, and pop them in the oven. Now, they won't take long, so you've got to keep an eye on them. Let them sit there and toast for a minute. Alright, French fries are done. I'm turning my grease off so they can start cooling. And then I'm pulling them up. Now, even though you pull them up, they'll continue cooking inside for a minute or so. Alright, got that done. Go that way. While your French fries are hot, if you like salt on your French fries, now is the time to do that. I like my French fries salted, so I'm going to shake it around a little bit. Might have to pull that back through. Does it every time. Alright, so that's done, that's done. Let me check my oven. okay. They won't be long. I'm gonna turn this off. Go get my cheese. Check mine. Take a little bit longer than I would have anticipated, but they're heating up. Now, me and my family, we only like this stuff on it. We don't put lettuce, tomato on it, but if you like lettuce and tomato on your sandwiches, then by all means do it. It's what you like. Do this another mix because you know it's done. I got turned off. I don't. And let me ready to check mine. Yeah. Once they start browning, they don't take no time. So as soon as the toasting process is done, I just pull it out, set it down. If you're wondering how it's able, aluminum foil doesn't heat up in the oven for some reason. You're able to actually grab your sides and pull it right out for something like this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit my provolone cheese right on top of my bun. That way, any juices that I have won't make my bread soggy. Another thing we dislike is soggy bread. So that's why I prefer. Some people like it chopped up in it. By all means, if you like it like that, then do so. I'm on a little short here. This is all the provolone I have in the house, so I'm going to make do with it one way or the other. And actually, that should probably do it. All right. Now, you will need a handle to pull the tray out. I mean, a mitt. Just put this back in there. It won't take long to melt. 2 minutes. And then I just put mayonnaise on it, and it's done. So all together, let's recap the price. We're looking at probably close to $20 for this meal. And you could easily feed a family of 5 easily. But it's well worth it. You guys enjoy your dinner. I'll talk to you next time.